The title of our video today is "The Algorithm Cannot Lead Us Home, a New Model of Sustainable Leadership," inspired by my book, links in description, The Immigrant Manifesto, AIQ Savvy and EQ Shrewd Vanguard Leader and Transformative Approaches. Click on the links, including the one of Descript, the AI that will help you grow a CEO voice. The world is starving for leaders, but not louder ones, not faster ones, not the kind who replicate models like lines of code. The world aches for something else. Leaders who can hold complexity without collapsing. Leaders who feel, connect and build without extraction. Leaders who won't burn the system down just to feel powerful inside it. We call them the Vanguard. And their fuel? AIQ, EQ, social intelligence. She led without a throne. Let me tell you a story. Not one you'll find in Forbes or algorithmic dashboards, but one whispered between generations, etched in visa stamps, sleepless nights, and unspoken resilience. She was a teacher, a mother, a modern warrior with no bronze armor of ancient glories, raised in a house with no bookshelves but an entire archive of memory. She crossed oceans with nothing but a suitcase full of syllables, some soft, some sharp, all hers. She spoke 5 languages, and still they told her to slow down your accent. She entered boardrooms through the back door of academia, armed not with fancy titles or viral metrics, but with the sacred intelligence of survival. Her knowledge wasn't in journals, it was in gestures, in reading the silence between words, in offering tea to strangers before asking for trust. She wept in private but stood in public like granite. She did not beg for inclusion. She redesigned the table. In her community, they called her the one who breathes policy into humanity. She became a living algorithm of compassion and clarity. She didn't disrupt to destroy, she disrupted to dignify. She is every woman, every outsider, every neurodiverse visionary who dares to lead without a mask and without permission. From the Immigrant Manifesto, she is every woman, every outsider, every neurodiverse visionary who dares to lead without a mask. From the Immigrant Manifesto, true leadership doesn't translate, it resists flattening. It's born in transit, forged in contradiction. My book's link is below. Free read or paid as support for my endeavor, the price of 2 coffees. True leadership doesn't translate. It resists flattening. It's born in transit, forged in contradiction, and sustained through self-awareness. This is not a leadership that can be standardized, templated, or reduced to corporate jargon. It emerges from the in-betweenness of cultures, of identities, of histories both honored and erased. It speaks with an accent, listens through trauma, and leads with memory. This is not performative inclusion. This is epistemic sovereignty, the right to think, lead, and design futures in your own dialect of dignity. And systems may not recognize it, but they can no longer afford to ignore it. Research, sustainable leadership must include feeling. According to a 2023 UNESCO study, sustainable leadership requires ethical flexibility, relational resilience, and technological responsibility. UNESCO 2023. But most models fail because they over-index on metrics and under-index on meaning. Harvard's 2022 Future of Leadership report states, "The most effective leaders in sustainable systems are those who combine effective resonance with strategic foresight." That's another way of saying AIQ plus EQ plus SQ, long-term impact. AIQ, your intelligence with AI, machines. AI is not here to replace us, it's here to reflect us. If we're awake enough to teach it how to mirror compassion, not colonization, you must code the machine with your soul intact. EQ, your compass in chaos. You can't build a sustainable world by suppressing emotion. Leaders who lack emotional range create policies that lack humanity. We need policies with a pulse. You can't build a sustainable world by suppressing emotion. Social intelligence, the bridge. Leadership is no longer top-down. It's in between. In the listening, in the laughter, in the cultural pause, in the willingness to say, "I don't know, but I'm willing to learn." From AIQ Savvy and EQ Shrewd Vanguard Leader, my most recent ebook, link in description to ease access, free or paid as you wish. Tell me in the comment if you read some of it or buy a copy. From AIQ Savvy and EQ Shrewd Vanguard Leader. The sustainable leader isn't defined by control. She is defined by connection. Sustainable leadership is a rhythm. It's not about outperforming others, it's about outlasting the lies. from transformative approaches. Link below too with the Descript AI link that will help us face daily hardships. I wrote, to transform education sustainably, we must stop measuring growth only by academic performance. Growth is also measured in courage, empathy, and repair. So what if we measured leadership the same way? Not by what's delivered, but by what's healed. Listen to our call. You, yes, you watching, you who've been told you're too sensitive, too political, too emotional. You are never too much. You were always too awake for systems built on numbness. You are not a content creator. You are a context disruptor. In a world run by speed, the slowest heartbeat is the wisest guide. Lead from there. Subscribe and remember to click on the links to go to see, read, and buy my books.